Grand rising and peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Man, peace to all the divine beings and chosen ones all around the world, family. I'm sending y'all high vibrational energy and gratitude. If these videos resonate with y'all, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share these videos to more divine beings and chosen ones all around the world, family. Divine intellect signing in. Now, today, family, we got to talk about these fucking powers that work. These evil ass, hierarchy human beings, and these evil reptilians, these evil witches, these evil warlocks, these evil Pleiadians, basically all these motherfuckers who are in control are trying to control this physical matrix or this physical reality that we live in, right? That is just a program. So how about, bro, what's so fucking crazy to me is we're in May right now. We're in May right now. And why does it feel like December? I don't know. Have y'all been feeling this way? I don't know. I don't know if the weather's been shifted a lot where y'all are at, because y'all gotta know that these people are in control of the weather. Literally, they control the weather because there's not supposed to be no rain. Our sky's supposed to be clear all the time. Like, it's supposed to be clear blue, and the sun's supposed to always be shining. That's the way that our planet was anciently. It always shined. And we had more than just one sun in our sky, right? Before they, corrupted our planet and lowered the vibrational frequency of planet Kai, right? So how about with us being in May right now, why does it feel cold as shit like we in December? I don't know if y'all have been witnessing this, but more up north, it's been cold as shit in May. And I know why they've been doing this. I know why they've been playing with the weather. The way that they can control the weather is through their 5G towers, which is their weather making machines, and them spraying chemtrails in the air, like to basically create false clouds, because there's no such thing as clouds. Clouds are man-made, something that's made. But then if they don't make clouds to cover the sky, they just flat out like cloak and fog the whole sky out, which is very unnormal, which is very, you know what I'm saying? That's not normal to the planet. So it's like the whole sky is cloaked. So that means they're using their weather machines, they're using their weather man-made technology to keep it cloaked, because they don't want the guys getting any sun. They don't want any sun on the planet, period, because these evil reptilians and these evil Pleiadians, as being shapeshifters, they can't take the sun. They can't take that photon radiation from the sun. That's why they always want it cold, just like they home planet. These hierarchy human beings, these reptilians, they home planet is Nirn, and it's always cold on planet Nirn, where they're from, before they came over to our planet to invade the gods and goddesses planet, which is planet Kai. Anciently, our planet was called planet Kai, or you might know it as Gaia, planet Gaia, Mother Gaia. And as nowadays, a lot of people say Mother Nature, or Earth. But it's like these people, these evil forces came because they're not people. They're demonic forces. They came and invaded our planet and drained our planet of all its natural resources, and turn around and make you pay for every fucking thing today. Electricity, water, fruits, vegetables, things that grow naturally from the ground, from Earth, from Mother, from the planet. Right. These same bitches control the weather. And the thing is, they create these false clouds to try to cover up the sun, because they can't take the sun. Like I said, their home planet is Nirn. It's always cold there. That's why, not throwing shots at the human beings or the human being race. That's why y'all love the cold weather so much. That's why y'all can come out here in fucking snow and walk bare feet and be out here and pile the snow, cold, freezing, out here, and y'all can still get out here. It could be 0 degrees and y'all be out here butt ass naked, because, and that's not throwing shots, but that's because y'all are more conditioned and y'all are more comfortable with that sort of weather. But for the God species, we don't be out in the cold. We get all our power and strength from the sun, that photon energy, because it charges us up, and it helps activate certain it helps activate our DNA, our DEA, and certain gifts and abilities that been lying dormant within us, and galactic codes that we have that these motherfuckers want to keep locked within us. That's why that's the whole point of the jab, the hot sauce 19. That's the whole point of that jab, because they want to keep our genetics locked. You know what I'm saying? So Hope y'all avoided getting that shit, because the whole point of that and them going on the lockdown was to keep us from being outside so that we can get that sun, because the sun was heating up around 2020 when that first hit. Around that time, the sun was heating up and the planet was rising in frequency. And it's like, if you were awake, if you were out there charging up, getting sun out in nature, it was going to be activating your galactic codes and activating your genetics and activating your DNA. And that's what these bitches feared, because they want to keep that locked. They want to keep you asleep. They don't want you to rise. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to know that that sun heal you, give you life. Hell, we give life to the sun as well. As aboriginals, as indigenous, as the originals of this planet. Everybody's not an original, you know. I happen to be an original, and there's other gods and goddesses who are also originals as well, and aboriginals and indigenous of this planet. But these motherfuckers really be trying to cover the sun because they don't want us getting any sun. So lately, they really been playing with the weather, making it cold as shit. It feel like December and we in May. Where they do that at? I never experienced a May or experienced any summer like from, I want to say, let's say the summer really began in May, right? Like, let's say March, April, where spring start, it gets warm, it gets hot. You see the bees out, you see animals back out, coming out of hibernation. You see the plants growing again, because, you know, after December, where they try to make it cold, they try to kill off the plants and everything like that. Everything comes back to life and come out, and all the animals come out of hibernation in spring. So we got March, we got April. Then we go into we got March, April, then we go into May, then June, July, August. All within those months, it's supposed to be hot as hell. It's supposed to be hot out here. But they cloaking the sky and trying to make it cold because they don't want the guys out there activating. They don't want us getting that sun and that photon energy, because the sun heals us. You don't need no medications. You don't need none of this man-made prescription drugs, nothing over-the-counter shit. All you need is sunlight every day, and that's going to heal you. You know what I'm saying? Getting that photon energy, that vitamin D. The sun gives you everything you need. It heals any disease. It helps with hair loss. It helps with your hair going bald. It helps with, you know, it helps with your getting rid of toxins and mucus and all type of sick cells in your body that's even tied to, you know, like your health, like as far as you getting sick, and your immune system. The sun boosts all that. It helps heal everything within your DEA, especially if you a god. But these motherfuckers, they're not natural to the planet. So they can't take that photon energy. They can't stand in the sun. So that's why they build underground bunkers and go underground and be hiding from the sun, because that sun burns them. You know, it burns the shit out of them. That's why they turn red and be red as a fucking fireball out here, because it's hard to take that. And that's not me coming at the human beings. That's just speaking genetic facts. That's really y'all, like, y'all can't take that sun like that. And I'm not throwing shots, because the high vibrational human beings will understand. But if you racist, you will think I'm being racist, and I'm not. I'm only speaking from genetic facts and from our genetic makeup. And the fact that everybody that's on this planet is not a regular being. We're not all just one human race. They lied to us, family. And then they divided us using different race titles to divide us all up, especially our people as the gods and goddesses, to keep the African Americans, Haitians, Jamaicans, you know, Puerto Rican, try to keep Latinos, try to keep us all separated with titles so that we can never unite and come together all over the planet to really stand in our power and divinities. This shit is sick, but yeah. They trying everything in their power to keep it cold, because the cold makes you sick. And the thing is, they wanted to populate the population. So with them spraying chemtrails in the air, that's poison. When you see those little chemtrails flying in the air and it's releasing like that little, like those little lines and smoke, that's how they make fake clouds, family. And those clouds aren't natural to our planet. That's chemicals. That's poison that you're going to be breathing in, along with the poisons that they're spraying. I mean, the poisons that's coming out the smoke of these factories too. That's not good for us to be inhaling. Even through the smoke from the pipes of these vehicles and automobiles that's operating out here. That's not healthy for us to be breathing in. But, I mean, you know, you got to do the best of what you can to take care of yourself and heal yourself. And then, you know, even like I said, fasting is also another good thing we should be doing too. Like, I need to get back on my fasting. I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking a little bit, but I do need to get on a fast. But yeah, staying like just they keep trying to fuck with the weather, family, and I see this shit clear as day, because they constantly keep these chemtrails flying by to cover the sun, because they don't want us getting that sun and activating. And really what they want to do is they want to put us all back on a lockdown again like it was in 2020, and try to put shit in the atmosphere to where people out here getting sick through that, and really pushing the rate for you to have to feel like you need to go get that hot sauce 19 again. And a lot of people did go and get it and realized that it didn't cure shit, and still ended up getting it, still ended up with it. But that's why you have to do your own research. You have to heal yourself and learn about your genetic makeup, and learn about who you are, so that you can go on your self-healing journey and discovering what's best for you and what's not. Because everything that these people give us is not beneficial for us, because they don't give a fuck about us. Michael Jackson told us that. Tupac told us that. And I can go on and on. Malcolm X told us that. Rashad Jamal told us that. Bobby Hemmett told us that. Marcus Garvey told us that. I mean, I can go on and on. But y'all got to be aware, family, of what's going on. Don't get that jab. Do not fuck with that jab. Stay away from it. And y'all just keep healing yourself. Get out there, charge up, get as much sun as possible, because they always planning to try to attack the chosen, or attack the whole world, like attack humanity as a whole. Even though we ain't all the same, but they want to depopulate most of the population. They're always trying to find ways to depopulate, because every day they're always planning on ways to stay in power, and they don't want none of us chosen ones being able to continue rising. They really be trying to gun to get us up out of here. They always trying to make it cold, try to make it harsh for you, like living conditions, and that's why they always trying to attack the chosen. But we always come out victorious. We always step into our divinity, and go through everything that we got to go through strong by staying in our power. I meant to say confirmation. You hear the horns, confirmation. But we always stand in our power and continue fighting through this shit, no matter what they try to set up. But yeah, family, y'all get out there and get y'all some sun when y'all can. But I'm telling y'all what they up to. These bitches are always up to something conniving and just trying to depopulate the population. They already they've been fucking with the food. So now they like I said, they fuck with the weather. They always doing something to keep us from farther away from who we are and farther away from the truth. But y'all continue healing out there, family. Continue doing the work. Heal yourself. And don't let these people scare y'all up. All you need is sunlight. All you need is that sun to heal you, family, and unlock those genetics and those galactic codes that's been lying dormant within you that they wanted to keep locked. That's the whole point of the hot sauce 19. But y'all be aware, family. Be aware of these motherfuckers, and they always plotting and planning. Just stay on y'all toes. Be aware and always look out, family, at all times, because the reason they keep these agents walking around, and the reason they keep these demons and these monitoring spirits around, is to keep an eye on the chosen while we out there, and especially the originals, the gods and goddesses, keeping an eye on us to make sure we ain't getting that photon energy, because they fear that. They don't want us out here getting that sun and charging up and activating, because at any moment we activate and the whole planet gonna shift, and we all gonna rise out this motherfucker and really stand in our power and divinity and stand to these bitches and take back our, what's ours, what's rightfully ours, what's deserving of ours. We shouldn't have to slave for shit. This our planet. And now we rise, and we continue to rise. And I'm gonna continue doing this for my family, all my spiritual family, the ancestors, the Orishas, and everybody, and all the gods and goddesses of the planet, all the high vibrational human beings, and everybody who knows what's right and standing for righteousness and for truth and stepping into their power and their divinity. Continue rising, family. If this video resonate with y'all, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to more divine beings and chosen ones all around the world, family. Divine intellect signing out. Now we rise. Ashe.